I have a challenge for you. How fast can you win a game of Star Realms against the medium AI? This is Legendary Tactics. Playing against the clock. I started out this game thinking it would be more of an instructional kind of thing, but when I noticed the time that I finished the game in, I thought I would put that out there as a challenge for you guys. I was building a yellow build, that was my plan, but I picked up these 2 green cards, the 2 blob fighters there, because of the fact that if they're played in combination, they also generate card draw, which can be really powerful, leads to some great combos. And so I'm willing to buy cards from other factions, other than my planned 2, if they generate that card draw and synchronize really well with the kind of deck that I'm building. So here everything's starting out pretty much normal, nothing too exciting. Managed to grab a hand with a couple of yellows, which is going to be great. That's going to be a nice combat hit, and also 2 discards. One of the great things about yellow, why I love playing it, is it's so hard when you're playing against a guy who's building a deck with yellows. It's so hard to keep cards in your hand, and really hard to execute plans when you're only playing with 3 cards a turn, or even 2 cards a turn. It's really tough to to manage. I didn't have any yellow cards to buy at this point, so I just grabbed blue. I grabbed the base, mainly just to have the option of income or healing. And of course there were no more yellow cards there, so I ended up buying another blue to synchronize with that base, potentially, if they happen to end up in the same hand. This is another, pretty decent hand. I'm not going to trash any of the cards too early here because it's still pretty early in the game, but I'm causing a bit of damage. He's already down to 19. I'm going to pick up this supply bot here just because it's one that I can afford, and red's always good to pare down your deck. I had no idea how short this game was going to be, so that's always a good idea to grab one of those just to throw in the deck. And you can begin to see the power of the card draw and the power of the forced discard on the other side. I ended up grabbing the $2 extra from the base and buying an 8 strength card. I always recommend doing that, especially in the early game. Maximize your income, buy the big cards, because especially in the early game, the more they come up, the more damage they can cause over the course of a game. So in this case, I drew a bit of a mixed bag. This is why I like focusing as much as possible on 2 different colors, because then you get the synergies rolling. And in this case, the base helps me out here a little bit. I managed to buy a pretty expensive base there of the blues, which kind of meshes with the yellow-blue deck that I'm kind of building. And he hits me for a fair bit here. I was getting a little bit stressed. He put me down, right down to 10. And I had not that great a hand in response. What I find sometimes is that after a big hit like that, it's very rare that they can do that twice in a row, unless it is truly, end game play when they've got all the combos rolling. So if you take a big hit, you're likely not going to die the next turn, unless he gets super lucky or just has pared down his deck to be where it's really effective. Now this is where I love the Space Needle card there, the Stealth Needle, sorry. I decided to duplicate the Blob Destroyer here, or Blob Fighter, sorry, and that enabled me to not only boost my attack, but it drew another card which hit another combo with the yellow. Man, he's dead. And that was pretty quick, 4 minutes and 4 seconds, basically. Can you beat that? That's my challenge to you. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Legendary Tactics.